Okay, we're back. We all talking about school groups and houses back in the day. So we're going to talk about AI because this is interesting. It's more interesting to me every day. So this video is about how this freelance writer lost his job to AI, and it's very interesting. So let's have a quick little look here because I knew this was going to happen.
I wasn't sure if I should, but fuck it. If you've watched my channel for a while now, you'll know that I talk about how I do freelance work and I have a few different gigs that I do. And one of them, which I believe I've mentioned before, is that I do freelance writing. There's this one company that I've worked with for a few years now, and basically I would write blog articles for them. And how else can I say it? Recently, I lost this job to AI. I didn't actually get fired. It's not like they came to me and said, yo, we're replacing you with AI. Just put the fries in the bag, little bro. Because you don't really get fired from a freelance gig. It's more so a matter of whether or not they need you and whether or not they'll keep assigning you tasks. And I haven't been assigned anything recently. In the past few months, they've been pretty quiet, which is obviously unusual because I would usually get around 3 to 4 articles a month to write. It wasn't the main source of my income, but it was a decent chunk of it, and just a nice little side hustle I had going. In fact, I'd been working with them since back in college just to make some money on the side. But anyways, it was like I haven't heard from them for a while. They haven't been giving me new articles to write, so I was curious. One day I decided to go look on their website, check out their blog section, just to see what's going on. Like, did they just stop publishing blog articles because they're focusing on other aspects of the business? Maybe they're hiring new people to write it. Maybe I just didn't do a good enough job. Maybe they just slowed down a bit since we're reaching the end of the year and the holiday season and all of that. But when I actually clicked on the blog page for their site, I was kind of shocked to see what I saw. Just for more context though, I did know that they worked with other freelance writers, but most of the articles on their site were written by me. I'd say like 60 to 70% of them at least. Like I said, it would be around 3 to 4 per month from me, 1 or 2 maybe from a different writer, and that would come out to about 1 new blog article per week published on their site at best, typically even a little less because it takes some extra time to actually get it published. And again, this is from the combined effort of me and these other writers. But this time when I checked their blog section of the website, I saw that they had like 4 full-length blog articles all published within 1 week, and obviously none of them were from me. So it looked like they're just pumping out articles en masse, and they were pretty good quality too. So it's like, okay, I see what you're doing. They literally went from like a few blog posts a month, maybe once a week at best, to like I think 4 in a single week. And that's a pretty big improvement. And obviously this was coming from AI. The reason why I know that, even though they didn't specifically say like, oh, we're doing this, is because I was actually warned about it beforehand. I know that this company has been experimenting with AI tools for a while now. And what happened was that earlier in the year, they actually told me about it as like a reason to lower my pay. They actually asked me to switch over to creating AI generated articles for a much lower rate. They were saying like, hey, a lot of companies are using AI now. We were thinking about
This is asinine, guys. This is asinine. Have you once clicked anything to say, yes, I want AI in WhatsApp? Yes, I want AI to generate me stuff on Google. Yes, I want AI in Facebook. Yes, I want more AI generated content on Instagram. Yes, I want more AI content everywhere. Have we agreed to any of this? No. This shit has just been shoved down our throats without so much as a how do you do? It's madness. It's the same thing that happened with social media, but now we're talking about learning algorithms on a scale we can't even comprehend, and it's only going to get exponentially better. And when generative AI first came out, when the tech came out, and I'm a digital artist, I'm a VFX artist, okay? Now, I am lucky because creating 3D art is very difficult. And yes, there are certain platforms that can make 5-10 second videos that is relatively decent, but at least I have some kind of sway where it's not that easy to do, so I can still do that stuff. But when it comes to graphic design, I am seeing more and more slop posts made with AI generated crap, and people just believe it. And my question here is, do people really give a shit if something is AI or not? And I think the answer to that question is no. I think people don't give a shit whether something is AI generated or not. They will just absorb whatever is coming to them. And that's a major, major problem. I think that's a real freaking problem. That no one is even saying, hey, we don't like the same looking uncanny valley bullshit. It drives me crazy. I actually lose sleep at night when I think about this kind of stuff, where these giant tech companies who want to make the world a better place just push out this tech that has the ability to completely change the world.
Doing the same, but we still want to.
Who's a freelance writer, and we never thought this would happen. I've had discussions with my wife that we never thought that AI would take people's jobs, but guess what? It's still taking jobs,
but at a lower rate. And obviously, I didn't want to do that. I still wanted to make my.
I can tell you now, it's only going to get worse.
So I sort of negotiated. At the time, I guess they still needed me. So even with my original articles that I'd write, I'd basically do the rough draft on my own. But I still would use like ChatGPT and ask.
And I can guarantee you now, in this field, there is no way that a human being can keep up with generative tech. There is no way in hell a single individual can keep up with the likes of ChatGPT churning out content. It's impossible. No human being can do it. No human being can keep up with the AI, okay, when it comes to writing content. You just cannot keep up. The only problem is that companies don't see, they don't care, and they don't even contemplate what the content looks like. They don't care that every other company is making the same styled content, and we all getting this a one in the same kind of post over and over and over, and AI is just training itself on the same shit.
Them, hey, can you help me polish it up and fix any typos, replace any phrasing that you might think is awkward or that kind of stuff. So I was in part using AI as well because it saved me some.
I mean, we can do it right now. Let's do it right freaking now. Okay, I'm a writer, and I'm a freelance writer, and I'm at a company. Okay, let's write something here. We're on ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, what's up? Write me a blog post about the nature of pie making. Cool. Look, you're gonna pay a human to do this? The science of pie making. Really? You're gonna pay someone to do this now? I mean, who in their right mind is gonna pay someone to write you an article when you got this? The soul of pie making, the art of pie making, the science of pie making. Are you kidding me? It's still going. Why pie making matters? What is going on? Okay, you're telling me a human can compete with this? There is no way in hell. I mean, this is free. It's madness, okay?
Some time and made the writing a lot better. If you don't know already, ChatGPT, and especially like the paid version of it, it's extremely powerful. It can do a lot of stuff, and I've experimented with it. The company I worked with, they've experimented with it, and it can generate literally entire 1,000-word blog articles.
We just did it.
Seconds.
We just did it,
basically. So it's like, how can I compete with that?
You can't.
Honestly, I don't blame them for using AI instead of having to pay me a decent amount of money. Like, if I were running a company, I'd probably also do the same if I wanted to maximize my profits.
And the great thing about this guy,
or even some other forms of like manual labor, because we don't literally have robots or anything yet, but also another form of job or whatever you want to call it that won't be.
Yes, this guy is literally explaining why the company chose to use ChatGPT. It's pretty wild.
By AI is authentic content creation, like YouTube.
So here he's given an explanation as to what the answer is to ChatGPT and AI.
Literally have robots or anything yet, but also another form of job or whatever you want to call it. That
Rafi, bro, you're in school, okay? You wanna listen to this shit very carefully, okay? You wanna think about what you can do like once you're ready to make the choice with your life, you have to take AI into account. You have to think about how you're gonna use AI, right, for your benefit.